Want to see Dan Campbell go for it on 4th down and field goal range?
Goff to throw it. Here comes pressure. Escapes. Fires over the middle, and it is incomplete.
Want to see him do it again?
Goff, pressure, in trouble, throws on the run, incomplete.
Oh, Dan. We love you. We all do. But you sure did fuck this game up. Oh boy, there's a time and place to go for a 4th down. I mean, we do love the all-in tactic. I mean, it's good at the right time. I mean, you don't just give up. You go all in. It's all or nothing. It can be good, but there's a time and place for it. Week 1, sure. When you're down, when you're down and you need to go for a 4, obviously. The 3rd quarter in the NFC Championship when you're up 14 isn't it, and you sure as hell shouldn't do it again. That's the one problem with Dan Campbell. He's as stubborn as a mule. We saw that in the game against the Cowboys. The 2-pointer, how'd that go? The 2-pointer was removed because of that ineligible man downfield, but they decide to try it again. They tried it 2 more times because there was a penalty on Dallas that second time, and then they decided to go for it again for some reason. And of course, it was Einstein that said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result. You know, and it's amazing because Dan Campbell and the way he does things, it got the Lions this far. But again, there's a time and a place. You got to read the room, and that wasn't it. So that allowed the Niners to come back and escape again. That's kind of been the story of the Niners' run this year, because the Packers had them on the ropes. The Jordan Love Packers had them on the ropes, and the Lions have them on the ropes. And the Lions had a better chance because the Packers, we were just this little green and gold engine that could. We were just happy to be there, but we didn't have expectations. The Lions kind of did, and because the Niners escaped both times, they're off to the Super Bowl for the 8th time in franchise history. That ties the record for NFC teams. Dallas has been an 8. Dallas has been 8. Now the Niners have been an 8. They won the first 5, but they've lost the last 2. And it also kind of ends a bit of a dry spell in the NFC Championship games, because after they reached Super Bowl 54, they completely they completely missed out. They completely fizzled out the year after that. This year was their 3rd straight, but they lost to the Rams in 21, and the Eagles stymied them. See, that's the game that set them off. That's the game that set them off. They went on this mission, and now here they are in another Super Bowl trying to get number 6. As for the AFC, oh dear. We really banked on the Ravens beating Kansas City, and they didn't do it. Sad part is, I'm hearing it already. It's playoff Lamar. He's choked again. 2-4 in the playoffs. It's amazing. Why is it people say playoff Lamar? Nobody says playoff Josh Allen. Nobody says that. When Josh Allen chokes in the playoffs, the excuses come out. Well, it's the kicker. Well, he did miss the field goal, but even so, it's the kicker. It's the defense. It's Stephon Diggs. It's Kansas City. They just can't beat him. But when Lamar loses, it's all his fault. He sucks. Basically, how racist football fans are with this bullshit. But It's just absolutely awful how everybody's blaming Lamar for all this. And yet nobody's blaming Zay Flowers. One idiot tried to tell me, one of those morons who believes Lamar has all this help when he actually doesn't. Zay Flowers is a good receiver? Really? Do good receivers commit stupid penalties that cost them? And do good receivers fumble at the damn 1-yard line? I severely doubt that. But remember, Lamar has help. Sure he does. Yeah, so the Chiefs are back in the Super Bowl. This is their, with Mahomes, this is their fourth appearance in the last 5 years. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I said last year, they're that team now, or as Jade Cargill would say, they're that bitch. They are. They are. I said after they won Super Bowl 57, they were that team. And everybody went wild after certain Kansas City losses. When they lost to the Packers, it's like, oh, they're broken, they're screwed. When they lost to the Bills at home, the offsides controversy, oh, they're really broken. When they lost on Christmas Day at home to the Raiders, they can forget it. They can forget it. They're not going anywhere. If you're gonna drive a stake into Dracula, make sure he's dead. Dracula's not dead. It's the Patriots all over again. And originally, I said they're the more likable Patriots. They're kind of not. I mean, we all saw how Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes tried to bully Justin Tucker. They're not the likable team anymore. No, not even close. Now, they definitely won't be as bad as the old Patriots, but they're not the likable team anymore. It sucks that comes with winning, but them's the breaks. But anyway, so, and remember, and my thought when they won that AFC Championship, my thought was, well, Tyreek Hill's crying in his cereal again. But think about it. They got rid of Tyreek Hill after the 2021 season. And yet here they are. They won one Super Bowl without him, and they could win back-to-back without him. Isn't that something? I mean, how many teams could get rid of their best player and somehow win? We saw this in baseball. The Nationals, they let Bryce Harper go to Philly, and they won the World Series right after. I mean, imagine if the Edmonton Oilers did that. Imagine if they for some reason got rid of Connor McDavid, they finally win a Stanley Cup. My goodness. But the Chiefs are scary. They are. And it doesn't look like that beast is going to go away anytime soon. So here we are. It's the Niners and the Chiefs. The Super Bowl almost nobody wanted. But we'll enjoy it anyway because it's the big game. I always enjoy the Super Bowl, no matter who's in it. Even if somebody I don't like. I sat through a lot of those Brady Belichick Super Bowls. Okay? I was cheering for him to get beat, but hell, it's Super Bowl Sunday. It's a big, grand day. So let's all enjoy it, shall we? I mean, it should be good. It should be good. The Niners are going to be out for payback because remember, these two teams faced off in Super Bowl 54, and the Chiefs beat them. So the Niners are going to look for some payback. So anyway, that's gonna be interesting, and that's in 9 days. I'm a little later than usual, but I kind of do this with these recaps. I have 2 weeks to do it, and I just sit back and relax and pretty much think what I'm going to say. So that's my recap of the conference championships. Oh boy, very amazing. If you like this video, click the like button. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe. If you want more, if you're on TikTok, feel free to hit that follow button. My story about the conference championships will be featured. Check it out when you can, and I'll be back for you hockey fans to talk about what's going on. What's going on in the league during this All-Star break. So stay tuned.